Yeah, but when did you first start dedicating your most of your energy in stand-ups though? Because I know that you try your stand-up but you went to college after, right? To finish up your art school. But when did you decide that, hey, maybe I should put more energy into stand-up comedy and turn that into a full-time career?
It was right after I graduated art school.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
You didn't even bother with what you learned from art school?
I was like, well, I didn't learn anything from art school.
What?
It made me panic. I was like, oh my gosh, I learned no skills here.
It's a pretty good art school. It's a pretty good art school.
It is a good art school, but it's still art school. You know art school. It's like a very experimental art school. So it's just like, some people's like main project to graduate, for example, is they take off their clothes and they roll around on the ground, Like, there's art like that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like performance art, right?
Yeah,
yes, it's like performance art.
It's very modern, ultra modern. I don't
Some
understand
people
it.
put paint on their elbows and then they dab the canvas, right? And that's how they graduate, It's like that. I'm not going to get a job. I was like, oh my gosh, what did I just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I panicked. I was like, I like comedy. I've been doing comedy. I didn't get to focus when I was in art school because I was, peeing on the floor.
Did you really do that?
That wasn't my project.
Oh my God.
So you were helping your friend as charity.
Here's the craziest project that I saw, okay? One girl brought in a huge, big rock, huge, heavy rock. She had to get like 4 workers to bring in the rock to put in the center of the classroom, right? On like a tiny, small table.
Yeah.
That was her project, right? I don't know what it symbolized. It meant something about life or death. I don't know. I don't know what the meaning was. And everyone has to go look at the rock, and talk about it.
And admire it.
Admire it. Talk about it like it's a science or something so important, right?
What?
And so we're talking about it. And then the table was so small. The rock tumbled.
No way!
And then it hit one of the classmates' foot.
Oh,
she had to go to the hospital, emergency room. She lost her toe.
No!
Her pinky toe. I think it was that moment I said, I gotta focus on something else. I cannot. I can't. I was like, I can't with this art school thing, And so then so, and I know it's not that smart to go, art school isn't working out. I'll focus on comedy, because that's also wild.
It's hard.
But, I thought, okay, anything is possible. Again, anything is possible,
Anything is better than that.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. And we spent so much money to come to this school, only for... that is a traumatic thing to witness. I still don't know what the rock was, the meaning of it.
Because you didn't even get time to explain it and it fell down.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what is this, the meaning of life? Or what do you, And she's like, well, and it was like, don't. And it was like,
Oh, fuck.
I was like, wow, we spent way too much money to come to this school. But yeah, and so that's when I started focusing more on comedy, yeah.
Those are great materials. I mean,
right, art
from the
school.
perspective of comedy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like art still. I like weird art like that. I just wouldn't recommend people go to school for that. I think you can start doing it in your home.
But what is the LA comedy scene like for an Asian American female like you? Is it accepting or?
LA, because I've been there since I was a kid, I know LA so well. And a lot of the comedians in LA are not from LA too. Yeah. They came from other places in the United States. So they're also like outsiders too. So LA comedy scene is actually very accepting. They're like, we're all new here. We all didn't grow up here or we weren't born here. And, Hollywood is already the industry is already so hard that at least with the community that I found with the LA comedy scene, it's a huge comedy scene, many different styles and pockets, but at least the one that I found, it's very accepting. Everyone understands the struggle, common enemy. It brings us closer together. Yeah, right.
So you don't get harassed or.
If
was it hard at the beginning as you worried at the beginning?
Yeah, if you do get harassed, now there is like movements around it. Now there's there's checks and balances. People will help protect you or find the right people to talk to fix it, to help fix it. But back in the day, it was still hard because Hollywood is, it's not just a smaller comedy scene, right? A comedy scene responds to the industry, right? What the TV people, the movie people.
The whole entertainment industry, right?
Yeah. So if the whole entertainment industry is not accepting it, then who cares if the comedy community is accepting? If TV still won't cast Asians, or Black people, it's like, okay, but the goal is to get to TV and movies.
Yeah.
And so they both had to have conversations. They both had to match each other, And so that still takes time. Back in the day, TV was only showing a certain kind of comedians.
Yeah.
Just very set up punchline, observational. Isn't it weird that this and that? Or whatever. Jerry Seinfeld types, right? And so then the comedy community was also responding to that and
become a lot of people doing that, right?
Yes. And so the weirdos, the people who talk like cartoon characters like me, or look like me, we wouldn't get as much stage time or something like that. So that was a thing back then. But now I think it's equalizing more. It's becoming more equal. The TV and movies are listening more to what the people want.
Yeah, because we speak to some of the people who work there or work in the industry. They say that after Crazy Rich Asian, a lot of things changed, right?
Yeah. I think this year is great for Asian Americans.
Yeah, yay, Michelle Yao.
Yeah, totally. Now she's in everything, right?
Yeah.
But with everything everywhere all at once, then American Born Chinese.
Yeah.
And then my stand-up special just won an award. And then Shang Wang, also a Taiwanese American comedian with his Netflix special. Dr. Jason. And then there's another TV series that just came out called Beef with Ali Wong. And
I saw that
that's what I'm saying with TV shows responding, like, the entertainment industry responding, it makes it easier for maybe new comedians to start, because they can show up to a club and people won't be like, wait, what are you going to talk about? What's your style like? I've never seen this before. People aren't as scared anymore, so that's good.
Oh, but I saw your special in Shooter. I love your style. It's
thank you.
Because when you walk on stage, when you started dancing, and then you started painting, I was like, what's going on? Did she just use up all her energy? But you still bring up more energy and make people laugh. I love it. And just like the way you dance and the way you move.
Yeah.
It's so hilarious.
It's unique in your own way.
Yeah.
It's just you.
It's very unique.
Very unique.
The tempo that you deliver your lines, it's very different. It's very unique.
Right. Yeah. I don't talk very fast. And I'm very physical because I learned English by watching cartoons.
Oh.
That might make sense. Right?
Yeah.
The way, sometimes I deliver things like I'm about to cry, and but that's me emphasizing something that I care about, and right? Yeah. And I watched a lot of cartoons, and of course that's how I'm going to entertain too. And I'm physical like a cartoon character sometimes. So that influenced my style a lot.
Yeah.
Is there any special reason why you chose HBO over other platforms?
Yeah, I mean, HBO is I know, I wish it was more international so that people didn't have to get a VPN and download it to watch it.
Yeah, we tried everything, but we still watched it.
I tried very hard, but I watched it.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
It's really good. Try.
No, seriously, Taiwanese people,
just
do
try.
your best and try to find it.
I'm so sorry. I know.
He was asking, I said, Kylie, do you have American credit card so I can buy.
HBO Max needs American credit card.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
What?
Oh my gosh. That's what I should have provided the people in the audience last night.
Your American credit card.
Yeah, they can borrow it for the next month and then they just mail it back to me. Just pass it down to your friends. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel so bad. Yeah, HBO is like a very prestigious brand in America.
Of course.
Yeah.
A lot of the comedians who have done very unique styles of comedy, you know, I like Gerard Carmichael, I watched on there, and and so I love Netflix, and I think, you know, that I do want to aim for trying to go more international next round. Now that I know I have so many fans internationally too.
Yeah,
I always want to meet my fans. So
next time.
Yeah. Yes, next time.